Hello, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are attempting to finish resolving our power situation. We have a kind of a short-term and a long-term plan where we've been working on power efficiency. We've been spending a little time building out a uh, hydrogen vent capture system that's going to generate some um, some power for us in about 35 cycles. In short term, we've just been trying to consolidate our power generation, reduce the inefficiencies. Like we cleaned up here. We added a system so it's only pumping when the room is relatively full. And we took out the filter, which was unnecessary, so that like reduced the load by like 200 to 300 watts on average. We set up the plug slugs up here so that when it turns nighttime, they'll actually plug in and power. Let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule here. I think we have way too many people on the first schedule. Yeah, here we go. Here's our plug slugs. It's like 600 watts, just a little extra juice getting pumped into the system. Our notification for insufficient oxygen generation has gone away, so that's a positive. Um, what were we looking at here? We were trying to figure out, hey, look, we went through the cycle without completely losing the battery. Um, okay. We definitely need to mop up some of this liquid because the wet feet makes the dupes a little bit sad. How are we looking here? Do we need um okay, so we have oxalate getting moved into here. It's still here. I wish they'd move it up to here. I think we need some suit delivery here. All right. So we're seeing some cold damage here. I assume that's on the pipes. Um, all right, let's take a little gander here. Did I set the prayer? I need to set the priority a little bit higher for this. Get that done. How's our plastic production? We have, yeah, we have plastic being produced. It's not a ton, but a decent amount. We are not, oh, molten larva egg. We are not really running out of carbon dioxide. We don't really have too much of a problem here with that. But as these slicksters grow and develop, that's going to become an issue. Okay, so we need to expand this room by a certain amount of tiles. I think we can, if I take this out and I take this out, I think I can put a door here. All right, let's go ahead and do that for now. I don't want a door. I want an airlock. Door would just let all the gas leak out. We don't want that. Now, the good thing is this is overpressured with carbon dioxide, so it should push out this other air pretty readily because it's lower density. But let's see what happens. How are we doing on soup production? Are we repairing? Yes. All right, so we need, it's pretty high demand there. Where was that combat? And this water, so this water is dripping from all the way up here. And that's all from this melting ice. I want to get this built to prevent all this ice from melting all the time. Nope, I don't mean to do that. Go ahead and cancel that. Get this built. Really want to get that built and out of the way. All right, so most of this is not unreachable. Looks like most of this is reachable, so should be okay there. We'll let that do its thing. We are like running low on calories here, which is a little concerning. Yeah, I'll take some slug eggs. That's fine. Let's go ahead and move them up to here, where they need to be. All right, so this water just leaking everywhere is really, really annoying. It's getting pretty frustrating. I would like to get this all kind of pumped out. This is using a lot of power too. How is... I mean, I know the stress is pretty low overall, but I feel like I could do better on the morale front, and then we could dump more of the duplicants' points into things, making them more efficient at the jobs they're doing, because I feel like they're just not doing their jobs well right now. Like, there's just not a lot of focus on doing the things that need to be done around the base. All right, so what do we got going on here? So I would like to wrangle this guy. And let's just kill one of these to make room for that. I want to start converting these to stone hatches. And get the regular hatches out of here. And I think the main reason is, like, this is consuming sandstone, which I need to start not consuming. And then stone hatch, we can have... That's smooth hatch. Stone hatch can do igneous rock, and sedimentary rock, which there's going to be pretty much like an unlimited quantity of at some point, because it'll be generated by volcanoes. Speaking of which, we really should put a little bit of effort into setting up something for down here so we could start expanding our base downward. Let's get some brine and salt water in here and finish this off. And then we can kind of finalize this enclosure. They'll have to run around here and go up and around every time, but at least we could start venting out some of the gas then. We do have slime lung because of some of this polluted air floating around our base, which is definitely problematic. Food is getting super dicey. Really have to solve that problem. We've got stuff like rotting over here because we're not using it. Yeah, we really got to get this this problem resolved pretty quickly here. Let's go ahead and just murder some of these hatches and get them out of the way. There's a glossy Draco just chilling out here. I guess we're gonna take that out. All right, so we need to build some sort of platform here. We're going down by 4s, which, I mean, we're not exactly doing because there's some weird gaps going on here. But if we go down by 4, this would technically be the spot we would want to build something. I think we can go ahead and dig this out, get rid of that, and then we'll build a Atmos suit platform over here. So let's look at doing that now. We could at least just place it down. I would like to... Yeah, we're gonna have to also deconstruct that. Ammo suit dock. Let's just do 4 for now, just to get it placed. And then let's get the ventilation going. Oh, we got some starvation going on. It begins. We apparently also have to kind of get ahead of this this food situation here. So once this cools down here, get all this polluted water through here. So I think what's gonna have to happen, we're good with like continuing to dump the polluted water from here into here, but I think what we're gonna have to do is bridge it across. And the way we're gonna have to do that, all right, this is all right, so this is just regular liquid pipe. It's not radiant pipe. So I don't know how much good it's actually doing. Although we don't have a ton of material to make a bunch of radiant pipes. Let's do a little bit of radiant pipe, like right along where this is at. And then let's deconstruct this. We're gonna reconstruct it and bridge it in. But let's deconstruct that for now, because we're gonna have to kind of change. We're gonna have to wire this opposite of how it's currently wired. So plumbing wise, this is gonna have to connect to here instead. And then that's gonna go away. And then connect here, and I'm gonna have to deconstruct this. So it's pretty much gonna have to run in the opposite direction, because we're going to at least attempt to bridge this across. And then bridge this back into this pipe. And hopefully that'll work. We'll see how it actually plays out, but I'm gonna have to like redo this as well. All right, so that actually went away pretty quickly. You know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to bridge in there. I want to I want to bridge in after this. So let's go ahead and run a liquid pipe over to here, and then we'll bridge in here. Okay, so I don't think we need any of this really. So let's go ahead and just connect that to there, and then we'll connect that to there, and then we'll clean it all up. Let's do a priority 9, just because it's really important that this food situation gets resolved. Hopefully before we all starve to death, but there's no guarantees on that at this point. I think we're using sandstone, which we probably shouldn't be using, but let's see how this goes. Okay, so now it's running the wrong way. So yeah, this is a little unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what this should do is split the load. It's shooting this way and this way. Gonna cycle through here, cool things down because this is really cold water, and this is radiant piping, so it should cool this down pretty readily. It'll go through here, so we're still getting liquid going into our plants, and then once that fully cycles through that, I mean, the temperature is probably going to be a problem for these plants, but for the time being, I'm more concerned about the food than I am about the reed fiber. All right, and then any residual water will bridge back into this pipe, which is going to end up going through this and helping to continue to cool this down. And it's still cold enough. It's 15 degrees, so that should be fine. Okay, so that did kind of resolve our temperature situation here. So our farmers should be growing that. That should increase the amount of gristleberries we're getting, which increases stuff berries. So everything kind of moves in the right direction here. Yeah, stuff berries are just gristleberries with pinch of pepper nuts. We have way too much pinch of pepper nuts. Let's look at consumables. I just want to make sure we are restricting bristleberries. We are. Okay. So that's good. So everything is working as planned for now. Issue a sweep command. There's so many like seeds and random crap over here. I did build up here a automatic dispenser. That is because I did get some plug slug eggs. So I do want to make sure I like priority 9, get those slug eggs delivered as soon as possible. I do want to set this to sweep only so they don't just keep doing it over and over again. All right. Looks like we are maybe going to deliver that egg. There we go. Slug eggs are delivered. No more errands. All right. 2 slug eggs. So once those hatch, they'll be kind of captured in here as well, and everything should be just fine and dandy. We are back to insufficiently generating oxygen, which is a little bit unfortunate. We are pumping like straight out all the time. This high pressure should be helping. If anything, just forcing oxygen to enter more of these spaces. I will have to build more rooms, just because we're getting a little overboard here. And actually, let's do that now because we are short on rooms. I think it's 10 tiles, so let's take a look. From here to here, it's 8 tiles. It's from door to door, it's 8 tiles, so I went one too far here. That's all right. Nope, I still went too far. Okay, so we got to cancel that, cancel that. It should be sufficient. We are running a little bit low on copper, which is a little unfortunate. Go ahead and get this built out. We should put like a, I don't know, we probably should put a gap in here somewhere, but looks like we'll just have to do this the long way. I should have, what I mean is I should have put a gap in here to like put a ladder up so that they can get it from multiple angles, but I neglected to do that, so it looks like we're going to be kind of out of luck there. I could bring this down and just deconstruct this whole thing here, and that would give me a little more space for some additional rooms, which is probably worth doing. So let's go ahead and plan for that. We probably should build some like normal tiles here as well. Dig out this slime. Oh, I can't build a tile there because of this heavy watt joint plate. Okay. So let's cancel this for now, and let's do a priority 9 mop and just clean this all up. We did get a new print, so let's take a look at what we got. I kind of like the pom-pom net. We could put that on somebody. Although ranching is always useful. We are low on food though, so I don't want to like overstretch my resources. So let's just take the pom-pom net for now. I should have probably taken the food, to be honest, but what's going on here? Body temperature. So these Weezeworts should keep this area relatively clean. Oh, there's more Weezeworts up here. All right, so we are gonna have to like finish digging out this garbage here. I just want all of it gone. All right, let's dig this all out. All right, I don't think we're producing any polluted anything right now. How is the water situation? It's low, but it's not out. All right, so this is like bridging around here and going down to here. All right, so we are going to have some issues here at some point. But that's a problem for future me. I'm not too worried about it right now. I do want to clean out all this nasty polluted air generating stuff. Oh, good. We got the original bog buckets here too. So not as dire as I thought we might be, but certainly not great. I do think we need to probably build up like a tile wall here. I don't want to go into here until I make sure that, yeah, we got zombie spores over here. So I mean, it looks like we're okay in the shaft here, but over here there's definitely zombie spores, and I don't want to muck with that again. So at least until we have like better doctors and we're able to more efficiently handle that. People are injured a fair amount over here, so I need to figure out what's going on with that. We got some polluted water in here. Let's mop it out. How is, speaking of polluted water, all right, so people are gonna start having some bathroom problems here. Let's go ahead and bridge in some of this polluted water. Hopefully it'll work the way I intend it to, where it'll just add to this and it'll continue to cycle the way it does. We definitely need to, that needs to be like a, not just a priority 9, that needs to be like a urgent, get it done right this second. Because people are going to be making messes all over the place, just like they are. So, not great. All right, so that got built. It is working sort of as this is running the wrong direction. The question is, once this is empty, is it going to correct and run the right direction, or no? I think it's, so I think the way this gets remedied is piping up to here instead. Do you want to deconstruct this bridge? I think it goes to the closest exit. So if I move it up here, this exit's closer. And that should accomplish what I'm looking for it to accomplish. Let's liquid bridge that there. And I do need to build a ladder over here so that they can get that constructed. Let's get priority 9 on that just to get it done. At least the bathroom's running now. Well, for the most part. I've jammed it up again, but at least it was going. Okay, so this got partially cleared out. I do need to build a ladder across here so that they can finish deconstructing that. We did get the rooms. I don't want to deconstruct that air pipe, but I do want to deconstruct all of these ladders that are all over the place now that we don't need the scaffolding that it was being used for. Let's go ahead and do that. Deconstruct. All right, so these are gone. And then we can replace those with beds. We can get the appropriate amount of beds in our building. Furniture, comfy beds. We have plastic. I really can't put it down until these are deconstructed. So let's set like priority 8 on that just to make sure we get those done. All right, this is going okay. We do have our stone hatches kind of populating over here. Let's just kill this hatch. Yeah, we're just gonna wipe out these handful of hatches we got. Get us some temporary meat, which is pretty good priority. We should definitely do that. How many cooks do we have? I feel like that is part of a problem as well. It's making sure we have enough people that are capable of cooking. We got one cook there, high priority, Bubbles. And we got another cook here. So we have 2 cooks. That should be sufficient. So at least one of them is going at all times. We do have 2 cook resources, so sleet wheat grain is a little low for pepper bread. We probably need to increase our sleet wheat farm. It's a little tricky because the temperature is going to keep creeping up, and that's going to lead into some other problems. Speaking of problems, I did not check this water situation now that I've... All right, so I finished bottling this. Let's disable the building. Close this off. Power-wise, I think think we just run heavy wet wire down and plug this thing in. I think that's fine. And for the time being, I just want to say if it's above 1 gram, actually, if it's above 0 grams, I just want this running all the time right now, just to vent everything out of it, so that in 28 cycles, when this launches again, this will be completely emptied out, and we can replumb the gas pipe to feed directly into these. But we definitely need to get this done first. All right. So that'll finish. I think that's fully enclosed at that point. Yeah, it does appear to be. So that'll be good. Let that run. Even if I forget about it, at least it'll get it all done in the background. We did build this, it looks like. Let's deliver some suits. Once this is done, we want clearance vacancy. Once this is done, I do need to kind of deconstruct this so that they don't just walk over it and they only come through here when they are in a suit. But I need power to make that happen first. So what is... Okay, this line is over consumed. This line has some wattage available to it. Not a ton, but it's probably enough. These things I don't think they run all the time. They only run when they're doing something, so I think it's fine to plug those in, but I guess we'll find out the hard way if it's not. All right, so what is our situation here? We do have some stress creeping up here. We're definitely gonna have to start doing something about that. Well, we kind of are. We're working towards getting enough beds built for everyone, which has been a problem. And then we need some portraits as well. So let's get comfy bed. Comfy bed, comfy bed, comfy bed. I think that's 28 out of 28. Yeah, so that actually gives us 1 extra bed, which should be good for now. Landscape canvas. We need 2 in every room to make it like a comfortable bedroom. All right, that should take care of that. Let's do priority 7 on everything. Should also mop there. We gotta like fix this water dripping everywhere problem, because people are just getting wet feet, and wet feet is causing all sorts of grief for people. Our food calories are starting to count up again, so that's good. It means that everything's heading in the right direction, even if it's not quite there yet. I think we're doing okay. All right, I do want to issue a big like cancel command. Well, not that big. Issue like a priority 2 sweep on all this stuff, and issue a priority 9 mop on all this stuff, because I think it all needs to be mopped up. We should probably do the same here. Let's do like a cancel. I don't think I'm building anything over here, so let's just... No, I was building there. Oops. All right, let's do priority 9 mop. Just mop that all up. That shouldn't be affected. Priority 9 mop. Get that done. I really want the mopping to happen and get that done as fast as possible. Let's do priority 9 there as well, just to get it up before it becomes unmoppable. if like even more drips down over time. All right, so this, again, I probably wired backwards. So let's deconstruct that and flip it around. Yeah, input, output. One of these days I'll get that right. But today's not that day. All right, we got some slime lung kicking around. We really should work up some of these immuno boosters, curative tablets, allergy medicine. Let's go ahead and get that buffer gate rebuilt. Now let's flip it around because that was the problem. That built as fast as possible. We do have some nasty air over here we're gonna have to start cleaning. We do have a deodorizer here. It's waiting on filtration medium. So I set that to a higher priority. There should be in a pretty good spot to start cleaning some of this stuff up. This vent is going to keep like moving the air around, so we should be getting this polluted air cleaned up a little more and more. All right, here we go, pumping out all this air. We got a high pressure vent, so that shouldn't be a problem. It'll just kind of push everything around. All right, so I think we are in a pretty good spot to put the cut in for today. What exactly did we get accomplished? That's a great question. I feel like we maybe made just a little bit more progress towards getting everything cleaned up. We do actually have bedrooms for duplicants now, or we will as soon as these are done being built and all these masterpieces are done being painted. That should increase the mood. We did figure out this piping situation, or at least I think we did. Maybe not, because now it's not running through here at all. Well, we had figured it out. I'll have to keep mucking with that then. Might just have to go do one of these. All right, let's just do that. That should remedy that issue there. Let's dig this out a little bit. Take a look at our blueprint here. I will take some rust. We probably should use the rust oxygen generators, not just to produce oxygen, but to convert the rust to iron so that we can actually use the metal, because we are kind of running a little bit low on metal. Yeah, so I think we're ultimately starting to stabilize our power situation. We're taking care of some temperature and food issues. We are cleaning up a little bit of the base, not just air-wise, but also getting like power generators up and running and things. Things kind of set up for that to handle the future issues that will be coming about, and then trying to get something set up here so we have some Atmo suits so that we can begin the process of delving a little deeper down here and starting to dig out some of these neutronium things. These might be volcanoes. I would like to get those up and running, mostly because they potentially could be good power generators, and that's kind of where we have a shortcoming right now. It could bridge the gap while we remedy some of these other issues. Yeah, so I think that leaves us in a good spot to put the cut in. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel so that you can see future videos. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.